In a distant dimension as far as your breath, there was a version of you that thought of its purpose. There was a challenge of growth rate where you resided. As the millions of years rolled by, the growth toward your goal of ascension to the light was blissfully slow. It may seem like the silliest of problems to have, but the inability to become pure light faster was of paramount priority to you. You looked down and saw all the humans in the most exquisite, dramatic soup on the other side of the veil of forgetting. Every turn they made, there was another chance to serve another with love and another chance to turn toward the wisdom of the light. What a great gift to have more contrast, so we can choose love, service, and light, you thought. We would like to choose to forget and do the human experience. We would like to have that blink of an eye of 100 years to help our own evolution to source. We would like to shine bright and help others and all beings within that veil of forgetting. And so it was. The thought was sent, and it turned the universes just so. And then there was an opening. And then you were able to join the greatest show in the galaxies. Coming from such a light place, the dense body you squeezed yourself into was uncomfortable, to say the least. The moment you left your mother's womb, you had second thoughts. You had heard of the intensity of Earth, and now you get lost for lifetimes in the dark pool of the contrast program. Brave and confident in your own essence as you were, this was still much more difficult than you ever imagined. You grew and continued to forget. You sank deeper in the perfectly crafted dramatic contrast soup of Earth. The emotions that smashed in and through you ripped you with such pain it took your breath. Thought forms like steely daggers punctured and hijacked your awareness and created many sad worlds of sad separation within a sad world of sad separation. Shame, fear, anger, and pride came all at the same time, all smashing and mixing between each other. You were sure you were alone. You were sure this painful world was all there was, and you had to make the most of it. And you were sure that you were missing something big. So you started searching. All the while, your original self, the self that never left its lofty perch, looked down upon your incarnated self and applauded and cheered and turned the universe again and again to bring aid. And again your higher self came to save the day and to keep the plan of maximizing learning and growth. Such love you have for your incarnated self as it limps along, dragging its sad baggage towards the finish line of unknown brilliance, whimpering with every step. Years go by believing you are a body that will die. Years go by hoping there is something ahead that you can find to bring you salvation. Years go by building some sort of structure to aid in the striving for fulfillment. Then, one day, with no explanation, there is a pinprick of light that breaks through the opaque covering of forgetting. You meet a person, find a book, hear a message. Your heart resonates with the wonderful, wondrous truth of it. Wow, is this the thing that I've been searching for? Your heart sings with the thought of something more than the darkness that you know. Then, as fast as it came, it goes. Fear and the comfort of what you know creep back and take hold of you, and you reject this vision. It's just too wondrous, too dangerous to the fragile world you have made work to get by. You quickly repair the hole of your opaque covering that the light made and go about the wire-framed life you've set up. Life goes on. Then, slowly, the light works its way through the veil again. That pinprick beam shines through the covering again. The light's power seems to be at the cost of death and destruction to the structure you have built. So, even though wondrous and heavenly, you quickly scramble, put the clunky pieces back together, and plug that light hole again. How stubborn you can be fighting for your own forgetting. The light breaks through, and you repair that dark covering. This goes on and on, and on and on. It's wonderful how committed you are to the play. Then, Slowly, you start to remember, recollect this alienness of this separate place. One day the light breaks through, and this time you leave it. You let that small prick of light just shine. You let that light grow and start to consume the opaque darkness that was the structure to all you control. You let that light destroy and consume all that you've held dear. You let the death come that has been tracking you down for lifetimes. You let that darkness that you know will end you, the darkness that has been trying to sink its sharp barbs into you and drag you down into the depths of separation and hell itself. You stop and face that fear. You face the terror. You face the literal destruction of all that you are. You gear up and brace yourself for the intense and fatal blow. Then, right as it feels worse, right as the fear of all you've been running from your whole life incarnation comes upon you, wait, it's gone. It's gone. There's nothing here. The darkness is gone. You look around and you see that you passed right through it. Holy shit. You passed right through it. It wasn't real. You bask in the light. So healing, so euphoric, so still, so true. Even after the experience is over and you are back in the body, you still feel the light. It's with you. Of course, you don't tell anybody of this light. I mean, you try, but how do you put it into words? How could you possibly explain it? Everyone knows science fiction isn't real and life is what it is, but still, there it is, shining bright. The light's nature is that of calling more light to itself. It does so automatically with its own infinite intelligence. As the light grows, it consumes more darkness. And the more you let go and allow and do nothing, the more the light grows. The more you strive and build, the more the light's temporary covering is built back up. Even after this wonderful experience, there is a back and forth of being comfortable with the light, destroying the darkness you've been using to manage this incarnation. You try to have your darkness and have your light, but it seems like oil and water. They do not mix. You know it's time to lay down your separateness, but you honestly don't know how. Then you decide to just let light have its way. Okay, light, the dark wire frame life I've built isn't much, and I offer up what I obviously cannot keep in order to gain what seems like I cannot lose. You surrender to the light. You wait. Nothing happens. You were sure that flashing images in your mind of light portals and cosmic alliances and the brilliance of your true nature would manifest, but there you are, still in that clunky body, sitting on the couch in a dark room, nothing new. What do I do now, you think? You sit and you wait. The separation program is running, and it does what it does. Your waiting turns into desperation. Desperation turns into regression to old patterns. You return to an old, comfortable way and forget the light for a bit. It's just too painful to be in the body and remember and still be in the body. You decide you will just busy yourself with learning, seeking others that may have the way to finally being free. You go out and find a spiritual path. You even find a really narrow one that also has an inherent danger of being able to fall off of it. You go on and do a great job of this. You get real smart, real spiritual, learning all sorts of stuff that will help you to come back to the light. People admire you. You look really glowing. The only problem is, it does not work. Then one day, by pure grace, you find someone, something, somewhere that changes it all. It is an unsuspected guy that opens up some space that you had seen before, but you hadn't recognized it as a portal. But you see it now. You dive head first and you are swept away. Brilliant, bright light, pulsating, exploding, permeating love. It's exhilarating. How did you make it back? It doesn't matter. It's wonderful. Then, as fast as you went up, you came back down, and there you are in that body again. Shit. You turn to the guide again. What do I do? How do I get back? The guide is clear and gives you what you've been searching for all of your lives. It's the secret. The secret is you haven't left. You are home and here. A portion of you is in this clunky body, playing the game of forgetting. See that it is an honor and a gift to play this game. You're doing a great work that is allowing all of yourself to ascend closer to the Great One, Source itself. Every time you choose light and love in the midst of darkness and fear, you help the ascension. You are doing great. Then the guide shares, if we want to play the game with a little more peace, there is one more secret that works really well. And that secret is to replace every form of resistance that you've spent many incarnations perfecting, and instead meet the resistance with pure, loving acceptance. Love and accept literally everything that comes to you as if they were weary, beloved travelers that have come home to be healed and rest. Each enemy, each dark force, each ruthless situation, each sad encounter, each lost hope, each form of death, we can greet them all with an open heart and heal them. Say, hello, dark friend. Thank you for your tireless service in this game of separation. I honor you. Come now. Enter into the love that's prepared for you to heal and return to the light. You can rest now. There's no darkness that will remain in this light. Now, there's no reason why this time the message clicked, but it did. You receive this word and believe it, and with that, your earthly form has changed. You open your eyes and dimly see your existence through the densities and dimensions and universes. You are not separate. Your nature is light and love, and it's been playing the game of being in a separate body. Wow. Years go by unpacking this. And here you are, still in the body. What a wonderful time, wonderful form to exist in, this human form. What a wonderful opportunity to polarize toward love and towards light. What a wonderful honor to choose the light as myriad dark forms are thrust into your life from the automatic dark throwing machine. You're doing a spectacular job. Keep bringing the love and light. Then that pestering question comes back, so many incarnates have. What do I do now? Your higher self really enjoys that question. Not that the humor it gets at your expense, but it's certainly from your experience. Here's the mystery. There is nothing to do. It is a time to just exist as you are and allow and give love service when it's revealed and give light's wisdom as it comes. You are enabled to trust there is a higher version of yourself that is turning the universe to allow for maximum growth for you, and a version of you that is beyond your imagination. You trust that the source of the infinite we call love and of all creation that came from it is empowering you right now. Here's what we do. Trust, allow, embrace all and everything with love and light. Do what's next. What's my purpose? Well, that's it. Trust, allow, embrace with love and light. Do what is next. So, go walk in the grass. Play with your kid. Go to your earth job. Dig that ditch. Make love. Do the dishes. Share light's wisdom. Take out the trash. Sit and stare at the moon. Help the poor. Help yourself. This is all your purpose. Your destiny is already determined. The part of you that cannot change is already home, and the one with and is your creator and is complete. Now, allow yourself to be this beautiful, unique expression of the infinite. Embrace the darkness along the way and heal it in the light. Embody this wonder and integrate this self in the body, knowing it's all from the same stuff. You are right where you're supposed to be with what you are supposed to have, and the universes are at the edge of their seat, sending love and light and enjoying every second of it with you. You are loved. You are love. Now go and take out the trash.